Cold Case's legacy is reflected on by one of the show's stars, looking back on the long-running procedural that was briefly considered for a revival. Running from 2003 to 2010 for a total of 7 seasons and 156 episodes, Cold Case centered on Detective Lily Rush, Catherine Morris, a detective with the Philadelphia Police Department who specializes in investigations that are no longer actively pursued. With a cast that also included Justin Chambers, Tom Barry, John Finn, Jeremy Ratchford, Danny Pino, Sarah Brown, and Tracy Toms, a reboot of Cold Case was floated but did not move forward. In an interview with Screen Rant's Grant Hermans, to promote his role in the new Western movie Rust, Josh Hopkins reflected on his time with Cold Case. Hopkins recurred as ADA Jason Kite in the first 3 seasons of the CBS drama as a brief love interest for Lily Rush. The actor recalled his time in the role, sharing a funny memory from the set. Check out his comments below why the Cold Case reboot didn't move forward. The project was first floated in April. It was reported last year that CBS was thinking of reviving the crime procedural, moving into negotiations with production studio Warner Bros. Television with the involvement of series creator Meredith Steen. It would have taken place 15 years after the Cold Case finale, following detectives across the Southwest as they dig into new cases. No casting was ever announced since the project never moved beyond the planning stage. Although the location represents a departure from the original, which was set in Philadelphia, there were considerations about bringing back some original characters that would have included the characters played by Morris and Pino, who would have initially recurred as the focus turned to a new set of characters. The plan fell apart by September, however, since a deal could not be reached between CBS and Warner Bros. TV. A key issue, according to the reporting, was the question of how streaming rights would be split between the two sides. The studio and CBS do successfully collaborate on other series, including the popular Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Our take on Cold Case's scrapped reboot. It would have worked like a charm. Danny Pino and Catherine Morris in Cold Case promotional still. Of all the 2000s procedurals that are candidates to be rebooted, Cold Case has an added bonus in the fact that it leans so heavily on the past. It is all music cues and clothing choices, evoking nostalgia for past eras. Considering the high level of nostalgia for the 1990s, the aughts, and early 2010s, there would have been a built-in interest in a reboot that focused on those eras.